better now. Is that better? Grainy Tammy for the win. Much better. Okay, cool. No. It's because usually I have my mic right here. Don't tell me what to do, girl. Okay, no. I already did. Okay. Is this better? Okay. Girl, that made me so angry for no reason. And it's just Jake. Turn down the tunes, girl. Why is it that my immediate reaction when people tell me to do things is just to say no? That's really bad. I'm so bad at that. Like, I literally just can't deal with it. I'm like, don't tell me what to fucking do. With my own stream, come closer. Come closer, I'm gonna tell you a secret. I haven't got a secret. But, guys. Hi. It's been a while. So, let me catch you guys up. How are we with sound? Are we good now? Yeah, I've got a sore throat for no reason. It's because I ate chocolate today, and chocolate always gives me a sore throat. I don't know what that's about, but here. Okay, now everyone's redeeming. Hi, I'm new here. Okay, guys. Okay. Next up, Robin's gonna redeem. Hi, I'm new here, and then I really need to get rid of that. Okay, because clearly you guys get way too distracted by that shadow point. And here he is. Robin has entered the chat. Guys, you can hear me alright, right? I'm a little bit... We're sound with the sound. I appreciate the double entendres. I don't know what to call that, but it's a joke and it's funny. So guys, let me catch you guys up a little bit. I'm really, really aware of the fact that my microphone is very far away from me. So if I sound shit, someone needs to DM me right now. Pizza time. Oh my god, why does my throat hurt so much? This is the most talking I've done all day. Good, I sound good. Okay, cool. So, currently I'm sitting on the floor of my room in Mauritius. I bet you guys were not expecting that. Well, maybe if you've been on my Instagram recently, you would have been expecting that. But it's a little fuzzy, but okay. I don't know how to fix that, so we're just gonna hope that it doesn't get in the way of things. So yeah, some of you will know. If you're on my Discord, you'll know. I think I mentioned it one time. And if you're on my personal Instagram, then you will know I am in Mauritius at the moment. So the setup has moved. I'm aware of how white everything is, by the way. I'm not talking about myself, although I should be. But I'm aware of how my background is so white. But then look, like, I haven't got a light in front of me. So my computer's trying to cope as much as it can. But yeah. We're here, we're queer, and we're clear. Aren't you like 3 hours ahead? Yes, I am. So my computer is not set to Mauritius time, is set to UK time. So it says it's 8 o'clock, 8:08. But if you look at my phone, 11:08. So yeah, it's a little bit later here. I'm starting stream right now because I wanted to keep the stream times as normal for you guys as possible. And to be honest, I don't mind streaming quite late because I'm on vacation, so all I do is sleep in. Like if I was in university doing this, I would not be able to cope. But all I do is sleep in here, so I don't mind. So yeah. Oh my god, she's really struggling. I can't tell if the water is just like not good and it's making it worse or what. And I think it's because I've had like, okay, so here's the thing, right? My brother, I have all 3 of my brothers here. If you didn't know, I have 3 brothers, all of them biological, unfortunately. And one of my oldest brother has a girlfriend, who I will not name, and she has a son. Bless his heart, we love him to pieces. And both of them were here. They've just gone back today to where they live, which is not where I live. It's very far away from where I live. And, I mean, all of my brothers. I have 3 brothers. Thank you, Luna. And so, oh, Robin, yeah, I said, I specified biological, by the way. Let's be clear, I did specify biological, okay? You aren't here, but you're here in spirit, so it's okay. And I've been saying that. Jake will know that I've been saying that literally all night. I'm just like, every time someone sends me a message, like, in a group chat being like, guys, you want to do something, do this, and they're in the UK, I'm just like, I'll be there in spirit. Anyway, so yeah, his girlfriend and her son were here, and I loved them to pieces, but his girlfriend got her son like so many chocolates. He's 9 years old, by the way, so he's like way younger than all of us, practically my nephew, and she bought him like an entire bag. Yeah, love the emojis. An entire bag just full of like chocolate eggs, and then she bought all of us, like each of us, her boyfriend's siblings, one big like Lindt chocolate creature, which, not the bunny, usually it's the bunny, right, but she got us native creatures from where she's from, and because it's like she can get them there, she brought them over. I love it. Look at these are all Robin's emotes, guys. Just not that one, but these are all Robin's emotes. Just so you know, go and follow Robin on his channel. Hi, Mossad. I'm good. I'm okay. Yeah, I've got a little bit of a sore throat. I don't know what that's about. It's really being annoying. But yeah. So yeah, she got him a lot of chocolates. I'm very happy for him. But what it meant was he didn't eat them all before he left. Like, before they went back to where they're from, he didn't eat all of his chocolates, and she couldn't take the chocolates back with her because it would just be in the plane for like a lot of hours. It took me 11 hours to get here, by the way. So she left them all here, and I've just been snacking on these chocolate eggs, and now I've got a sore throat, and I think it's because of the chocolate. Si tienes la oportunidad, ¿qué país te gustaría visitar primero? Pues ahora estoy visitando Mauritius, una isla en como no es adentro de Sudáfrica, pero al lado de ¿cómo se llama? Madagascar. Al lado de Madagascar es Mauritius, y esta está donde estoy ahora visitando, pero si quieres otro país que no es el que estoy que no es el país que estoy en ahora, pues tiene que ser, quiero visitar, no sé, creo que, bueno, sí sé, quiero visitar Corea. Sí, eso es mío. Hey, Robin, yeah, you're catching. Look at Robin knew what you were saying. So what I said, basically, Mo said, if you had the opportunity, what place would you want to visit first? And I said, well, I'm visiting Mauritius right now, which is which is an island right next to Madagascar. But if you aren't talking about where I am right now, then I would probably say I would want to visit Korea. I had to think about that because I only thought about it in Spanish. I was like, well, where did I say I wanted to visit? Yeah, Korea. I'm surprised you don't have a redeem where you just speak Spanish for 5 minutes. I do have a redeem where I speak Spanish for 5 minutes. I think I do. Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, bum. Yep. 4,000 channel points, Tami Spanish, and I think it's for 1 minute. So not 5 minutes, but close. No one's been using it for a while though. They used it when I first added it, but that's it. Well done, I'm just blind. Yeah, that's one, unfortunately. He's not being nice to Robin and ignoring me. Bit of a hate crime. Oh no! I thought I put this on repeat, but I didn't. said hi to you first. I know you did, but I want more attention, guys. I want more attention than just a hi, gorgeous. I want a hi, gorgeous. How are you? Oh my god, I've missed you so much. How are you? Oh my god, my love. That's what I want. I love this pineapple on the pizza thing that's going on here. Pizza time with a pineapple on it. Pineapple on pizza is the best thing ever, first of all. Look at this lighting. My computer's given up big time. She's like, what the hell is happening? I don't have an answer for you. Tami, your golden retriever is showing. I'm not gonna even let you. How am I? I'm okay. Guys, so many of you guys came today. I'm so honored. 1 month, 3 days, 17 hours, and counting till we see each other, Key and Robin. Key! So, yeah, I'm great. I have been having a really good time zip lining on the 3rd longest zip line in the world. I was gonna play games today, but I'm starting to think that maybe I'll just talk to you guys. Because I missed you guys. Oh, Key's being so nice. Guys, Mama Key's in chat. Everyone get some attention from Mama Key. Everyone just spam chat with, Key, I love you. Okay? Thank you. Thank you. So, yeah, guys, I'm just going to talk to you guys today. We're not going to play games. I thought about it and I'm not doing it. So, yeah, I went on the 3rd longest zip line in the world. Okay? And it's the 1st longest zip line in the African islands or something. I'm not entirely sure. Asian islands or I don't know what it was. It was something along the lines. Okay? And it was fucking terrifying. Let's be clear. Robin. Oh my god, look at everyone spamming. I love it. Guys, yes. Yes. It's mostly Luna and Robin, but to be honest, no one's surprised. Rye's there as well. We love it. So yeah, I went on a giant zip line. It was like 1,000, I don't know. It's like 1,000 meters or something. It was long. It was scary. We got to the top, right? Okay, first of all, I'm not even going to talk about the zip line yet. We got there. It was very badly organized. The websites here, like, I like Mauritius a lot. There's lots to do. Very beautiful. The weather is so nice. It's always hot, which I don't love, but I can manage. But the thing is, right, here's what really rates me is that they are missing out on so many opportunities with the fact that by the fact that their websites are absolute dog shit. So my dad was trying to book to get us into the ziplining place because you had to have a reservation to, be able to do it. Pardon me. And he was having so much trouble because the website had like 2 numbers and one of them wasn't working, the other one was not picking up, and it had an email that wasn't answering, and it was like really like badly built. And that's not a slight on like, I just need some help, man. Like if we could get like if you can get like websites working up and running for like all of the places in Mauritius that kind of need it, like that are huge tourist designations, things would be so much easier for tourists. And now, to be fair, my dad does live here, so technically I'm not a tourist, but I'm definitely a tourist. And I just wanted to go on this freaking thing, and it took us forever, and we had to like go in a roundabout way to get a reservation. But we got one eventually, right? And the worst part about this entire park, when we got there, it felt like you were walking into Jurassic Park, because it's like really nature, really animals. It's like a huge place, just like an entire valley of just trees. It's crazy. And the gate, the doors of the building look almost exactly like the ones from Jurassic Park. So I was having a bit of a moment walking in there, just being like, this is really strange. I love it, but really strange, especially with the heat of the tropics and stuff. It's crazy. It's even more, I think you meant to say embarrassing, when you book a place for a tech company, it looks like a BBC iPlayer games tab. That's really funny. But yes, Anyway, so we got in there and we got everything on, like all of the ziplining equipment. Like we went on 7 zip lines in total. We did all the little ones and the long one, and so we had loads of like stuff to be put on. It was really crazy, and I was really hyped. And then we got in this car that looks like a Jeep from Jurassic Park except bigger, and not closed off. It was like everything was open, and we started up this trail to go on the longest one first. Fuck me, was that scary. Okay, this trail had like potholes as big as ooh, I don't know where I was going with that one. Like a chair. Like an entire chair could fit in this pothole. They were just like the trail was really scary to be driving on. Like the driver literally said to us, like, because we were in the back, he was like, guys, hold on, because there are a lot of bumps. It's a bumpy ride. And at some points, like, it's very narrow roads and like steep, and the turns were very narrow as well. At some point I was like, we're just gonna fall right off of this road all the way down to the bottom of this mountain. That's what I was thinking. And then I thought, don't be silly. I'll jinx it. If I be silly, I'll jinx it. So anyway, that was the scariest part for me. None of the zip lines are scary. It was getting to the zip lines that was really terrifying. We got there eventually. This is bothering me. You can't, this thing over here, which I don't know if I'm putting it right now because I'm not on my OBS, but this is bothering me because it's white, and I just noticed it because the rest of this room is completely white. This is my dad's spare room. So my dad had 2 spare rooms in the place he's staying at. My brothers are sharing one of them, and I get one to myself. And my brothers aren't here, by the way. They've all gone. I'll get back to the story later. They've all gone out to drink with my dad because we're all adults here, and I think because my dad wants me to have some privacy. Bless him. But anyway, they've all gone to drink. But my oldest brother walked in earlier, and I was like, I'm really sad because there's no desk here. I'll send you guys. Join the Discord if you've not joined the Discord before. Join it, because I will be sending you guys pictures of my setup right now, how it is right now. I'll send it all later, because it's woo! She's DIY. And anyway, so like he walks in, and I'm like, I'm really kind of like nervous about the stream today because there's no privacy in this house. And you can hear when you're in my room, which is in the like my room's on the ground floor and everyone else's room's on the top floor. You can hear everything that happens in the lounge, and probably I haven't tested this, but you can probably hear what's happening upstairs as well. So you can hear everything. It like reverbs around this house, right? So it's like I don't want to be screaming at my computer, playing games, and everyone being able to hear me. Thankfully, they've all gone out, so nobody will be hearing me. But that's what I was thinking, and that's what I said to my brother. And he goes, are you really complaining about privacy? You're the only one with a room to themselves. And I was like, don't turn this around on me. I was having a moment. What a bitch. He's right, of course, but still, he didn't have to do me like that. So, yeah, we're going great. Oh, look, all the words disappeared. If you guys send a chat now, it'll be visible. They have year 7 potholes. I can't read Jurassic Park without thinking of the meme from the Row. Just your crack. I don't know how to say that, but yeah. Lost and single child. Yeah, so this place it's really nice. We are right on the beach. It's great. All to ourselves. But no privacy. I was gonna stream out in the living room, then I thought, absolutely not. It's not happening. I'm not streaming with my brothers looking at me. And even if they weren't looking at me, I feel like it echoes a lot. Like it echoes in this room. It echoes like hell in the living room, and I was not gonna have that with the sound. So dark mode. Ooh, I have so many step siblings. It's scary. I have a lot of step siblings as well. So I feel you there, Luna. I feel you. Everyone go join the Discord, brr. Anyway, let me tell this story about this place. So The place is actually really nice. Everything here is like pretty nice. Like a lot of the tourist stuff is like well built and stuff. Things that aren't tourist stuff are a little bit more like run down, but it's not ugly. It's not an ugly place at all. It's actually quite beautiful, and like it doesn't feel dirty. Like everything's taken really well taken care of. The thing is, it rains like crazy here, so it's technically like autumn winter here, which for all of us in the UK it takes a minute to get over, but it's not summer here, and it's 30 fucking degrees Celsius. So that took me a while to get over, but anyway, it'll like be sunny on a good day. It'll be sunny all day, but on a normal day, it'll be sunny for like 2 hours, and then it'll rain for 10 minutes. Sometimes less. Like one time, I was sitting. It was like midnight or something. I was with my aunt. My aunt lives here as well. She's lived here for like years and years and years. That's why my dad, like, not why he came here, but yeah. So I have more family here, and we were in the garden, and then in her garden in her house, and then it just started raining for like 20 seconds. Just pelted down for 20 seconds and it stopped. And like you think that like London or anywhere in the UK, like the weather there is absolute dog shit because it just changes its mind throughout the day. I've never been more confused than I've been about weather than seeing Mauritius weather. Like it's not that the day happens and it's grey and then it decides to maybe rain a little bit and then it's back to grey and then maybe the sun will pick out. It's more like you are sure it's going to be sunny and then all of a sudden it's sunny and raining. It's great. And that happened when we were on the zip line. Like it literally was sunny and then it just started raining and pelting down. So one of the videos that I have of me going on a zip line is just pelting with rain. Anyway, it is really beautiful here and everything's really taken care of and all of the locals are so nice. Like they're really fucking nice. I was shocked with like the hospitality of this place. It's like really nice people. And everything is really taken care of and stuff. But it is a troubled country. So things happen. The weather in the UK is constantly having a midlife crisis. Yeah, the weather in the UK is constantly having a midlife crisis and the weather in Mauritius is constantly having a fit. You would not like UK, honestly, a lot of Brits would not like Mauritius just because of how sunny it is. Like, when it's sunny, you complain because you want more. Like you said, when it's sunny, we complain if it's raining. We complain. Everyone, it's the trend. Toby said it best. My man Tubbo said it best. How did he say it? He said, complaining is a British tradition. I think he said that. Something along the lines. I really want Lindor chocolate. We have loads of Lindor chocolate here. Because of my probably at some point going to be nephew. Why don't you tell them about the fun you had while traveling? Oh, Jake, you crack me up. Oh my god. Why don't... He did this on purpose. Let me be very clear. This bitch right here did this on purpose. She brought up this topic on purpose, okay? Because I ranted to her on Messenger for so long about this whilst it was happening. I don't want to complain, but it's a British tradition. That's the one. That's the line. So, you guys want to hear about the traveling? How I got here? Okay. So, it was Saturday. I want to say Saturday, 1 p.m. About a week ago. Okay? Jesus Christ, lighting. Saturday, 1 p.m. a week ago. I left my flat after doing all-nighter and cleaning it and packing and everything. I left my flat. And to get here is quite complicated. You have to get into the country is quite complicated. You have to have both vaccines unless you want to spend 2 weeks quarantining. But I'm here for 2 weeks, so that would be my entire time. So 2 vaccines, which most people have, and all the documentation to prove it. You need to have insurance, which I've never bought insurance in my life. That was such a strange like thing for me because I had to be an adult and go and buy my own insurance. Anyway, insurance, all of the relevant passports, you know, flights and all that stuff. And you had to have one more thing, and I've forgotten what it was. I'm thinking real hard. This is me thinking real hard. Vaccines. Insurance. That might have been it. Anyway. Robert, I'm not playing a game today. Joke's on you, bitch. Today's just chatting all day. You thought you had me? You were wrong. Check the tags. Check the categories. We're just chatting. Oh my god, it's just chatting. Tammy's not playing a fucking game today, alright? She's not playing a fucking game. She thought about it. She's like, maybe she plays Sims 4. I played some of that yesterday on my own. Maybe she plays some Red Dead Redemption. I played some of that 2 weeks ago on my own. Maybe she plays some Minecraft. We're playing that tomorrow. So then I was like, nah. I'm just gonna talk to my fucking chat, Robin. Anyway, so as I was saying, I left at 1 p.m. on a Friday with all of my relevant information on my phone. None of it was printed out, but I knew for a fact because my brothers flew on the Saturday and I flew on my own on the Sunday. And they had to have everything printed out because for some reason Russians, like, they wanted everything. Oh, that's what it was. Like this form that they make you fill out. That's basically a locator form that has like all of your details. You have to fill out literally everything: where you're going to be staying, where you're going to be quarantining if you have to quarantine. Literally like every single detail you can think of. Every single detail. I had to fill that out as well. Okay, in advance. So I leave my flat. Jesus Christ, gone roundabout. So, I can't tell the story without going in roundabouts over and over and over again. I leave my flat, okay? My dear friend Alphonse came with me. He met me halfway. He picked up a package that I had to send, and he sent it for me on a Monday. And he saw me off. I love him. He's a sweetheart, okay? So, I'm in the station, got some food because I hadn't eaten yet, got on the train, it was delayed, it was fucking delayed. Are we surprised that the train service in England is delayed? No, especially during Easter weekend, because that shit was a nightmare. So, I had to get train tickets in advance, and I had to book a hotel in advance, and I've never in my life, and I've taken a lot of flights, because again, I don't live in the UK, like, permanently. My permanent address is in Spain. So I fly to Spain and back all the time. And by all the time, I mean several times a year, right? So I'm used to flying, and I'm used to taking the train down to London to fly. My God, was this the most, like, just disgusting experience I've ever had flying. Not flying, getting the train down to fly, okay? Ridiculous, okay? So, so I'm on the train. I've got three different, three different trains, I think it was initially. Three. So, got 3 tickets, 3 trains. On the train, and it's already delayed. And again, I'm going to do 3 crossovers, so I got afford to be delayed. Luckily, it was only 10 minutes, okay? Only 10 minutes. And usually, going from where I live, which I won't be living there for much longer, so I'm going to say it anyway. And I've said it before. I live in Preston because I go to the University of Lancashire. I did go to the university. Technically, I've graduated at this point. But, anyway. Preston to London, there's a very direct line that goes, technically it goes from Edinburgh through to Carlisle to London Euston, right? I'm so used to taking that service because it's so direct and it takes like 3 hours and then you're done. You take 1 train. But because, for some reason, National Rail decided that it would be the best idea to do all of their Midwest train service repairs during Easter weekend. No. One train and 3 hours became 3 train and 6 hours. Supposedly. Okay? So, I'm delayed. And at some point it becomes to the point where the train would arrive 45 minutes after. Like, each train was getting more and more delayed. So the last train arrived 45 minutes after I was supposed, after it was supposed to. So that's how far delayed it was. Which, in retrospect, is not that delayed compared to how delayed trains get in the UK. Because train system is absolute dog shit. But that was pretty bad for me, okay? Luckily, I hadn't done what I usually do, and I hadn't done I'll get a train in the morning, it'll take me 3 hours, it'll take me another 2 hours just to get through London, which is a whole other thing, and then I'll get there with 2 hours to spare at the airport. So I'll do a full day of journeying, and then I'll take an evening flight. That's what I would usually do, and my flight was at 5, by the way, the next day. My flight was at 5 o'clock on the Sunday. I left my house at 12. Train was at 1 on the Saturday, okay? Because I knew that the train services was going to be absolute dog shit, and I would have to spend the night in a hotel, which I'd never done before on my own, and I'd never had to do for a flight before, because it's absolutely ridiculous to have to spend even more money just to stay in a fucking hotel, because the train service took me 9 hours to get to my hotel. I left my house, sorry, moved you guys, my knee bumped into you, left my house at 12 to get to my train at 1. I got to my accommodation, my hotel, at 9 p.m. that day. Not very pleased about that one. Getting through London was already a nightmare. It always is. It was even worse during Easter holidays, and even worse because there was a game on. And when I arrived, the game had just finished and everyone was leaving. Oh, I hate that so much. Shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear you screaming songs at the top of your voices because your favorite team won. Do I look like I care? Get out of the rail stations, please. Get out of my way. I do not do football fans. They annoy the fuck out of me. Anyway, Tammy's getting a little bit heated. Tammy will sip some water. I need tea. I need tea. Anyway. Oh, my throat hurts so bad. So, I'm smoothing all these ads for you. You should be so grateful. I've been talking for 30 minutes. So, I get to my hotel. I stay the night. The hotel was lovely. Pretty cheap hotel. I got the cheapest one I could. In the morning, I had paid for breakfast that I paid for. So it's just breakfast. It's just breakfast. But it was like a buffet, which was nice. And at that point, I know that my brothers desperately, when we got to Mauritius, they needed everything printed out. They wouldn't even look at the phone. They didn't want to. They wanted everything printed out, and luckily they had everything printed out anyway. So, at the advice of my other brother who had flown earlier, because he was going from a different country, etc., etc., etc. So, I knew I had to have everything printed out. My flight was at 5, and I had to check out of the hotel at 11. I could have extended that if I wanted to, but I did not feel like paying for that, and also didn't think it was necessary. So, because I had to be there early anyway, and flights at the moment are a bit shit because airline systems, very well done. Airline companies deleted the depleted. What are we? What am I talking about? This is not a game. Airline companies fired a lot of people when COVID-19 first started because they didn't need that many people to deal with everything because no one was flying. But Easter was one of the first times in a long time that people were flying again because everything has opened up and people were going away for Easter holidays. And the airports could not cope. It was not bad in Heathrow at all. It was actually fine. Very crowded, but not bad at all. Like, the lines were not ridiculous. Like, I actually didn't have a bad time. And the airline that I was going on was not like British Airways. It wasn't like one of those big ones. It was specific for Mauritius. So that wasn't really as much of an issue as I thought it might have been. But my parents came to watch my show like a week or so before, and had left like 4 days or so before this whole shenanigan, right? So they had troubles. My brother was also the same situation. He left 4 days before, something like 4 days, to go back to Spain. And getting to Spain was so bad. They went through Manchester because obviously Preston's easier to go through Manchester Airport to just get a connecting flight to go into Spain, or a direct flight to go into Spain. And Manchester Airport was so overrun when they were flying that my brother missed his flight. He got there 3 hours before and he missed his flight. There were people in the airport who got there 5 hours before and they missed their flight because of how hugely overrun and how understaffed they were. And this was an issue in Manchester. It really wasn't an issue for me, but I thought I'd bring it up because it's an issue. It's an issue. Airlines don't want to hire their people anymore. Anyway, they don't want to have to rehire everyone, and it takes 2 weeks of training or something. Like, it's ridiculous. It is absolutely ridiculous. People now have jobs. The people that they let go of, a lot of them are in other jobs now, comfortable. So people aren't just going to come back. They have to train new people, and that's a whole other issue in itself. So when I got there, I left at 11 a.m. I went to check out, and I asked the hotel staff to print out all the documents that I needed. And they were like, yeah, of course, because you pay for it and they're pretty accommodating. It's all great. Except I did not know that I printed out everything that they sent me to do with my insurance, because I didn't know what they would want. I didn't know what I would need in form to prove that I had insurance and that I covered COVID-19. So I just printed it all, and it ended up being like 70 sheets of paper, and I felt so bad to this poor woman who, first of all, I sent everything through email because that's how they do it. You send it to them through email and they print it out for you. But I sent it wrong the first time, and then I sent it again and it wasn't working. In the end, some of the documents I had to send them as screenshots because they just weren't opening. When they received it, they couldn't open it on the other side. So it was just kind of like a nightmare. And it took like an hour just to print everything off. And there was so many documents of paper. I was like, fuck me. I kicked someone in the balls because someone wouldn't shut up about some ball and went into a goal. Good for you. I'm taking a little while to read these. I'm aware. It's because I am ranting. I've been hurt so many times. Excuse me for a minute. Excuse me. My brothers have had the sniffles like all week. If I've caught the fucking cold, I'm gonna be so annoyed. I'm in a tropical country. It's not even cold. Why have I got a cold? I don't know if I have a cold, but I've got a sore throat now for no reason. The water isn't helping, and I just had to blow my nose. So things aren't looking up. Okay. The lighting is such a nightmare. I know. Please bear with me. Don't do anything about it. Unless I bought. Yeah. It's a little funky, she's a little quirky. It works for this channel. She's always struggling. I could buy a ring light or something whilst I'm here, but what would I do with it? I can't take it back with me. Don't have space in my luggage. it'll stay here with my dad. I don't think he would mind, to be honest, but kind of, you know, why? You know? Yeah. I'm glad we're on the same page. So, finally I have all my documents printed out. After 9 hours of traveling the day before, and a night in a hotel room, which was really nice actually. Got to sleep, I got a lot of sleep, caught up with the all-nighter that I'd done before, the day before. After all of that, I finally can make my way to the airport, which took another hour. This is what really pissed me off. When COVID happened, they shut down Terminal 4 because it was not needed. And subsequently, they decided to also close the Terminal 4 train station. Which doesn't make any sense to me, because that train station leads to like a whole bunch of hotels. So in Heathrow, the way that it works, you have the whole Heathrow, all of this, like a circle, that's not a circle. We call that a rectangle. Or what's like an oblong shape? Yeah, like an oblong shape. Is that what it's called? Like a circle but widened. You know? If anyone has the word for that, that'd be great. So that's Heathrow. And then all around this, like the entire thing, her circle around it is just roads. Oval, thank you, it's an oval. And there's an oval of Heathrow, okay? And all around it is a road. One road that goes around it. And I can't remember the name, but it's like something like Perimeter Road or something. And then there's one road that leads from the top of that down straight to the bus station, and then that from there you can go to all the terminals essentially, right? But at the very bottom is Terminal 4, okay? And when you get a train, it crosses like something like this, and then it goes around like that. And so you can get a train to go here, which is the center of the oval, which is Terminal 2 and 3. And then you can continue that train to go around to here, and that's Terminal 4. And so I had originally planned to go to a hotel that was right next to Terminal 4. So what I could do was, I didn't have to do all this traveling around Heathrow, because it's such a nightmare to travel all the way around this fucking perimeter road, because Heathrow takes up so much space because it's such a big airport, and you can't go through it, and taxis charge extra because it's Heathrow. They charge extra to get in it because Heathrow charges £5 for you to get in to drop someone off. And then they up all the charges because people need taxis, and then also because the buses are like really shit and are also kind of just a nightmare to figure out, right? So I always called ovals drunk circles. That's basically what this was. It was a drunk circle. Okay? So 9 people. Guys, are you so interested in my so happy to have you all here, listening to the story about Heathrow. So, this was my plan. Go from London, all the way over here, okay, really far away. Take a train from London, the Heathrow Express, to go all the way to Terminal 4, okay? From Terminal 4, leave the terminal, and walk like the 5 minutes it is to my hotel. And then the next day, I could go from my hotel to Terminal 4 and take the train, the Heathrow Express, to Terminal 2, where my plane was taken off, right? Solid plan, you say. I agree with you. I thought that was a really good plan. I was like, this is great. I could just take trains everywhere, and I won't have to worry about all this extra transportation, because like traveling around airports to get to where you are, it's time consuming, and I didn't want to have to worry about that because I already had all this traveling to do the day before to get to Heathrow in the first place. So that was going to be a really good plan if I knew that Terminal 4, because I didn't know Terminal 4 was closed, that was a great plan. But it was closed. And so that plan very quickly went down the sewers. To be fair though, a lot of the hotels in like the north of Heathrow, you know, near where the road goes down to the centre, near where all the all of that, this slip of like the oblong, like all of this area, these hotels are so much more expensive. Like so much more expensive. So it would just be easier if we could just go to this one. That's like the cheapest one and also was right next to the train station, right? Okay, so this didn't work now. Now we're at an issue because this train stop is not open. And I found this out the day before. I found this out the day of. Like the day I was traveling down. On the train I found out that this train station was closed. And so my plan had to rapidly change like this. And I had to really figure something out. So I got the train so on Saturday I got the train to Heathrow Terminal 2. Took about 30 minutes trying to figure out how to get out of Heathrow Terminal 2. Got to the central bus station. Got lost. Got one of the bus station people to help me. And he went and the best part is he pulled out Google Maps and he fucking researched how to get me to my hotel. Like I hadn't already tried that. And yet he still ended up with a better solution than all of the ones that I could find on Google Maps. So I took one bus to go out of Terminal 2 area, so the central of Heathrow. One bus took me to like here-ish, and then I was supposed to get another bus to get me to where I was going. But I did not want to take that bus. Because at that point it was 9 p.m. at night. And I was very over taking buses and trains. So I just got a taxi that I saw sitting there. The taxi driver shouted at me, so that wasn't very fun. But the next day, traveling back was now an issue that I didn't have to deal with. It's now an issue. We have 1 minute until ad starts. I'll try and put this all together really quickly, okay? So I left my hotel. To be honest, the hotel was even a maze. Like, because when I got the taxi, he took me under the hotel. So then I was like, how do I get out of this hotel? So I went to reception and I had to follow a family out this, like, they went to the stairwell and then down the stairs, like down half the flight of stairs, there was an exit door to, like, out of the hotel. And that was the only door that I could see out of the hotel onto the road that wasn't, like, under the freaking hotel and walking up the fucking ramp out of the hotel. And the door was like one of those like fire doors. It wasn't even like a proper entrance door. I was like shook. I was like, what the hell? What is this? People don't use this door because they're so used to getting, parking their cars in the freaking parking or getting trains or, all this stuff. So, I left my hotel. 27 seconds. I got the bus twice. I got 3 times, and I got to the middle, and it took me an hour to get to Heathrow, and then 5 hours of waiting, and now time for ads in 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And all of you with the subscription can stick around for a little bit longer to say hi. How is everyone? Lost in audio mode. Right. So can you still hear me, right? This is very interesting. Oh no, my brothers and my family are back and I can hear them. Can you guys hear them? If you can hear me, you can definitely hear them. Guys, that's really fun. I'm fucking up my OBS. Oh. God, I fucked up my OBS, so I don't know what to do. Hi, Daniel. Do you want to be on stream? Is this?
Hi.
Oh, all of my brothers and family are coming in. Okay. Right now, there's an ad going on for 43 more seconds.
What's going on?
How much you make per ad?
This is my father. God, look at how grainy this quality is right now.
Who are you talking to?
Does the stream stop when your ad's going? I thought your ad just like cuts.
No. People who aren't subbed just see the ads, and people who are subbed can keep watching the stream.
Oh, so it's pay-per-view. cool.
It's pay-per-view unless you're in audio mode, which is what Rye's having. So he can't even see you guys. He can only hear the conversation.
What are you actually
So
talking
it's a
about?
podcast for him, isn't it?
It's basically a
It's a
podcast.
monologue, actually.
And he skips the ads, so that's great.
So not only does
Dad,
it
I'm talking
only
about
hear.
my trip.
What trip?
Yeah, I'm currently talking about
Where?
the trip.
You're in
Yeah.
Gibraltar.
Who's there?
Don't lie about
Who's
where you are.
there? Guys, my dad is a 50. How old are you?
Don't stop telling people I'm lying.
Guys, my dad's really old, so he doesn't understand how streaming works.
It's okay, Dad.
That's
Key.
key. That's
this a
right.
computer?
That's key.
Is it connected?
This is what you paid
Is it
for.
connected to the interweb thing?
Yeah.
I've heard about the interweb thing.
Yeah.
No.
You didn't help build or anything.
No. Oh,
But
Come on, join us on the bench here, guys. You can be in the
yeah,
picture.
get in it. The ads.
come on, we're coming
The
to
ad
the
finished.
picture.
The ad finished.
I see famous.
Alright.
You just see one brother, two brother, just your arms,
I can't. My hands.
Oh,
Three
that's
brother.
I really hurt my hand.
father.
I'm
Oh,
a
I was
recurring
gonna get
viewer.
that picture,
I'm
yeah.
a recurring star guest. aren't I?
Guys, you're being broadcasted live onto the interwebs. Anyone can see you. And
Onto the
currently, I
interwebs.
No,
have
it's great.
7 viewers, so they're all watching
7
you.
people.
We
Well,
are famous at this point.
We need all 7 of you to put
Yeah, Dad, why are
emojis
they
in
all-
the
They're not
comments.
interested in
Why are
watching
they
you.
watching
They're interested in
you?
watching tomorrow.
There should be a magazine. You haven't read that. What's wrong with it?
The word for it.
Oh my god.
There's a special
Thank
to
God.
make your
Thank God.
emojis, basically. Each Twitch.
Oh,
Bye-bye.
what did the
Bye.
Twitch chat
No,
say
you
tomorrow?
put it in the
Everyone
comment
say
in
bye
the-
to
in
my
the
dad.
chat.
The
That's what
Twitch
it's
chat
called.
say.
I come back from
Hi.
ads.
Hi,
Where are all the
Tammy.
emojis?
I see. Fuck the family jeans running the. Wait, what?
The genes run in the family. Did I see that?
I think so.
I want to see that.
Fuck the funny gene runs in the family.
Yeah. Basically, that's how we
Bye,
roll.
Tammy's dad. Take
Tomorrow's
care,
the
Tammy's
least
dad.
funny in the family, if anything.
Where are the emojis?
Subscribe to me on Twitch.
What are your personalised
CT
emojis?
Psycho
These
Phantom.
ones?
There we go.
Yeah,
No,
are they
these are
called?
not-
They're
these
called
ones.
emojis now, are they?
These
They're
ones.
called-
There's a Twitch.
These are my personalized.
Twitch.
Everyone send in the
Twitch
personalized
emojis.
emojis,
Twitch
please.
emojis.
My ones. Tammy is struggling emojis. Put them in chat right now. Takes
Don't you
20
have to pay
seconds
them?
delay. It's 20-second delay. So if they have sub, they can use
Take care, Tammy.
Exactly,
Dan.
the sub
And
them.
3 of them have like three of the emojis don't need a sub. So I think it's something
Oh,
like that.
so you really.
None of us
being
have them.
really kind to
Robin,
them.
you should be subbed. I'm subbed to you. I don't know what your issue here is. Get a sub then, bro.
I've met
I don't know
Robin.
what to tell you.
I
You
don't think
have
I've met Robin. Maybe I
not
have.
met Robin. No, you
Probably
haven't.
seen her.
No, no, I went to see him. You guys didn't come with me.
No, but you did say you went. to
Bro,
see
I'm
her.
broke. I don't care.
Isn't this, oh, sub,
Phone
not
Twitch
a
is broken.
follow. It's a
Ah.
different thing, isn't it?
Yes, sub is pay, follow is not pay.
Ah,
I like to follow.
I don't pay to win.
It's like stalking, but cheaper.
I don't have the app. How do I don't want to
So why, you're gonna be getting over it then? It's a single player game.
I'm not playing that right now. I'm talking. We're just doing just chat.
If I show my t-shirt, then she gets a copyright strike.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
She get a copyright strike for this
Oh no no
t-shirt.
no no no!
Copyright strike.
I think it should be fine. That's a Jurassic Park.
Sponsored
t-shirt,
by
right?
Mauritius, right?
Sponsored by American government.
The
You
joke
heard it
is that
here,
he has
folks.
Mauritius all over.
Yeah.
They're trying to do
No,
Jurassic
I'm
Park.
just
Yeah, tomorrow I didn't dress up for
Mine's
Rose
not a-
Twitch stream.
What's it called again? Tomorrow's Twitch.
She's
playing. No, it's
Tomorrow.
called Tammy is struggling.
We know that.
Is it
You
two
guys
S?
should-
Two Eyes?
Yes, 2
Oh,
eyes,
it
2 S. There it is.
Isn't that
And
your
2 Gs.
Instagram as well? Follow on
I don't know how to
Instagram.
log in online.
My brother's not following me on
I'm
my
following
Twitch
you.
account.
No,
That's
There is-
really
I'm not
nice.
logged in, but I can't log in.
It would be funny
I don't
hearing
have
you
the
all
app,
play
so-
Mario Party.
You
I
know
would
the
love to play Mario Party with my brothers. That'd be so great.
What
but
happens
we.
if I do this?
Do we have
If I
to-
just do this?
No. I want to see what happens though.
It'd be like infinite versions. of
Try it.
tomorrow.
Only if you
Try
hold
it
it
again.
for 7 seconds.
It'd be like
There's a
tomorrow.
20-second delay,
sees
Oliver.
tomorrow. Sees
So you
tomorrow.
have to hold it for
It's
20
massive
seconds.
delay tomorrow. What do you mean?
You have to.
Okay.
There's like a.
I
Yeah,
want to
20
see
seconds.
this.
There's a
Streamception,
massive delay.
exactly. Just wait.
Ready? This switch. This switch.
Wait.
Because there's a delay. It's just gonna keep going. It's gonna slowly delay each time. Phone. And in that phone is another phone. Boom. That's what you do.
That is cool.
Robin just went. I hate it.
I know I can see it here.
That's great.
Guys, can you get the fuck out of my room, please?
Open app. I don't have
Language,
the app.
can't swear on Twitch.
Can't
so
do
bad.
Yes, I
You don't have
can,
the app.
and I do.
Oh,
Oh my God, you're her. Yeah. Good job.
Wait, you're on Twitch? Wow, you're famous.
Sub to me.
Bye, guys.
I'm a dog.
I wish I had a family like yours. Right! Oh, that's such a nice compliment. What did I just walk into? I left for 5 minutes. Luna, you need to rewatch this VOD. Hi, Goro. Welcome to the chat. First time chatter over here. Say, go ahead and tell us that you are new here with the say I'm new here. Channel point. Go ahead. Tami family. Tami family, yes. Only the good ones though. So all of them. Guys, what were we even talking about? Right, that's right. We were talking about my flight. All of this, we're an hour in, and not once have I actually talked about the actual flight to get here. When the question was, tell us about your journey, Tami. Tell us about how you got to Mauritius, where I'm staying right now, for those of you who don't know. I will tell you about that. Goro, I have to say this because it really bothers me when I don't reply to every single message that I get on in my chat. You said that old school artist vitamin C. I don't get the joke. So I'm gonna Google what vitamin C is, the artist. I might be having a moment. And the joke might be that there is no old school artist vitamin C. I think that's the joke. And I think it's probably got something to do with my hair color. But Tami is a little bit dumb. So please help me. So anyway, I got to the airport at 1 p.m. In the end, I got there at 1 p.m. That's pretty good, right? I checked in. That was a whole other thing. It was actually fine. I thought my luggage was going to be overweight and then... Oh, Ed Sheeran! Ed Sheeran jokes. I'm a little dumb, I'm right. Right, every time you do that in the Discord, it makes me laugh. I love it. I love a good Ed Sheeran joke every single time. It's because I'm ginger. Yeah, so I got there at 1 p.m. and I checked in and it went fine, thank God. Had all my documents. I had to hand them like so many pieces of paper and they wouldn't just take all my documents and start to do them. No. Do you have this? Do you have that? Do you have that? I had to look through it myself and give it to them. Like, what a waste of time! Oh my God. So, anyway, I get through check-in and security was really easy, thank God. And I get to like the main area for flight terminal is. Like the main terminal with all of the shops and restaurants. And it's like 1:30 or something, like 1 or 32 p.m. And so I'm like, this is already my flight's at 5. And it was 1:30. And I don't see my flight information of where to go until 3:55. So what am I supposed to do for those amount of time? It's a long time, right? So I settled down. I started reading Bridgerton. Okay, I bought that a couple days ago. Had been meaning to read it. The first book of Bridgerton, started reading it. Slight segue was great. Really good book. And I might have been a little bit tactical here. I sat like when I came out of the security, the closest chairs near me. But the closest chairs near me happened to be right next to a bookstore. So I thought, this is a perfect opportunity. If I get 20 pages in or so, and I really like the writing style, I will go in and buy the other book, so that I have more reading material, because the flight is 11 hours long, and I have about 3 hours to waste here. So, read the books, loved it, bought the next book, went and ate some food. Eventually, it's time to go to my terminal. Waited in my terminal for a little while. Not terminal, gate. Waited at the gate for a little while. Got through the gate, got onto the plane, sat in my seat. And at this point I'm thinking, Bridgerton's really good. That's what I'm thinking. But I'm also thinking, I'm tired and I'm a little bit concerned that I hadn't thought about the fact that I'll be sitting next to strangers for 11 hours. I don't know how that's gonna go, considering I don't want to. So, sit in bated breath, okay? Insect. I'm sitting in bated breath in my seat. My backpack is up in the overhead baggage place thing, and I'm just reading my book. And reading my book. Waiting till 5 p.m. for the flight to go, and for someone to sit next to me. And I've got a window seat, by the way. And then the seatbelt light goes on, and the hostesses and hostess, what's the male version of hostess? Hosts? Kind of thing. Go down, walking down, closing everything. I wasn't paying attention at this point, I'm still reading. And I realize that I have an entire row to myself for 11 hours. So I know you all are like, she was on a plane for 11 hours. I wonder how that was. It must have been really difficult. I'll tell you right now, it was great. I read Bridgerton. I watched some downloaded Netflix series that I downloaded on my phone. YouTube that I downloaded on my phone. I did all this beforehand because I knew that I was going to be there forever. And I just vibed. I didn't have to speak to anyone. I barely had to speak to the hosts. It was great. I just ate shitty food, really bad, and vibed. And then I realized that I made a grave mistake. So going into it, I thought my flight was a lot longer than 11 hours. Going into it, I knew my flight left at 5, and I knew that I arrived in Mauritius at 7:30. What I didn't think to take into account was the time zone difference. Because I thought that when you get like details for your flight, that the time zone is the time zone that you're taking off. So when they put in like when you're gonna arrive, it's the time zone that you're taken off from, that detail comes from. I'm wrong, and I know this now. Now forever be corrected. The time zones that they're giving you of when you're gonna arrive somewhere is the time zone of the country that you're arriving at. And the time zone that they're giving you of when you're gonna leave is also the time zone of the country that you're leaving from. So every time they go like, you're leaving at this time, or you're coming in at this time, did I download your videos? I didn't, I'm sorry. I downloaded TV shows on YouTube. All that stuff, it's always from where you're leaving from or arriving from or where you're gonna be in at that point, that the time zone is set. So what I thought was 5 to 7:30, which is about 15 hours UK time, is actually 5 p.m. UK time to 7:30 Mauritius time, which is 3:30-ish UK time. So at about 10:30 p.m. Actually I think it's a lot longer than that. I think it was like 11, 12-ish. I settled down to go to bed. I'm thinking, could I be up at 7 a.m.? Earlier than that, probably 5 a.m. They'll probably wake me up. I mean, I was right. They did wake me up at 5 a.m., but not the 5 a.m. that I thought it was going to be. I thought I was going to have a lot of time in between that, and I didn't, right? So I go to bed. I put my little mask on that they give you. I lay across the 3 chairs. I literally laid across the row. I didn't care. I didn't give a shit. There were people behind me, 3 people behind me, 3 people in front of me. I did not care if any of them turned around and went, this bitch is lying across 3 of the chairs. She has a fucking bed on this plane. I didn't care. Not a care. But go to bed, and I'm woken up at around, I want to say 1 to 2 a.m. my time. 1 to 2 a.m. in my brain, UK time, right? Because in my brain, that's how time works, right? Because I'm not skipping time zones. And I'm woken up by the lights going on. Like all of the lights going on in the aircraft. And I'm like, why am I awake right now? What is going on? Why are the lights going on? Did something happen? Everyone's waking up. Why are they putting the trays down? Why have she got a tray of food? Is it breakfast time already? What the fuck is happening right now? Oh, wait a minute. Why does my phone automatically go into a different time zone and telling me that it's now 5 a.m.? That's really weird. Oh, I'm just an idiot. And now we're gonna have breakfast. which was severely underwhelming. And I got approximately 2 hours of sleep. Huh. Yeah, that is called jet lag. Well done for catching on. Wasn't a great time, have to say. Didn't love that part. Had been hoping for a little longer sleep, right? But so be it. We landed at 7 a.m. Mauritius time. Getting through Mauritius airport was a bit scary. Mauritius airport is not like any airport I've seen, and I've seen a lot of airports. That's not a brag. I guess it is a bit of a brag. It's just a fact I have. But the, going in and where you go to kind of like security, where they like basically like go to look at your documents to get in to the airport properly before you can go get your bags. That was in like completely open air area, and it looked like the check-in area. And so this guy in front of me with his 2 twin kids, adorable children. They weren't sitting in front of me, but they just happened to be walking out in front of me. He's like looking around like, where am I supposed to go? And I'm just like, I have no clue. I'm like thinking, what the fuck is going on? I don't know where to go. I'm very lost, and I get lost pretty easily, which you wouldn't think. In a car, really good with navigation. On my feet, no idea where I'm going, ever. So, we've walked the maze of this airport. I'm in this open area that looks like a check-in booth, like basically, it's got like check-in booths on the side, and then just like a wall. And I'm so confused. And I've quickly realized that those aren't check-in booths. They're using check-in booths, what looks like check-in booths, as the area to come in for arrivals. Really strange. Took me a little embarrassingly long to figure that one out. Eventually, I'm standing in the line for about an hour. Not even. I'm overreacting. I was standing in line for maybe 30 minutes, and get to the front, and Mauritius is really a little bit uptight, and I understand why. It's because they have a lot of people coming from Africa and South Africa, because they're right next to that. So a lot of people here are South African, which is really nice change of pace for me because my family is South African. And so I'm used to hearing like the South African accent, for example, or eating South African food, only within my family and not within where I am. And suddenly there's so many people with a South African accent. And not to mention, Mauritius' first language is French. Was not prepared for that one. Did give me a little bit of a mind fuck, but it was alright. It was alright, right? How scary if airports were like train stations if you received they just go to the next stop. Oh my god, no! Oh my god, I would actually want to cry if that was reality. And you know, in some sci-fi books and movies, it actually is. Anyway, moving on. So, I get to the front of this line, and I go up to the guy. There are multiple people in these booths, and he's got this barrier, like a, what do you call it, plastic barrier, right? Which is like pretty common nowadays, and it's because COVID and because they're super. Thank you for the subscription, Psycho Phantom. Which just so happens to be my brother. Thank you, brother, for subscribing to 1. And now go away and stop watching my stream. So the plastic booth guy at the back, he's talking to me and he's saying, "Can I see your passport, please? Can I see this? Can I see that?" And all I'm hearing is, "Mama, mama, 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 mama." I'm like, fuck. I've got a mask on. You have to have a mask, obviously, with the whole flight and also in the airport. And I don't know how to say to this guy. First of all, I'm tired, so I'm lacking energy already. I don't know how to say to this guy, "Look, I don't understand a single word that you're saying," and it's nothing to do with the words that you're saying. It's everything to do with the fact that you're not speaking loud enough or clear enough to get through both your mask and the plastic barrier in front of me. So I can't read your lips and I can't hear you at all. Oh my god! Thank you, Anonymous Gifter, for gifting Robin a tier 1 sub. Obviously, I think think that would have been randomized. So well done, Robin! Yeah! A hype train is close. Subs gift or use bits now to start a hype train. I never got that before. Nicely done, guys. I have a slight suspicion that would have been one of my brothers. But thank you, whoever you are, for the anonymous gift. Moving on. Thanks, bestie, whoever you are. Yeah, Robin's leaving me as bestie and is gonna become besties with someone else just because he got a subscription. So that was a traumatic experience for me. I did not enjoy speaking to a plastic barrier and not really knowing what was going on. He was like, "Can I have this?" And I was like, "What?" Carlos, "What? Give me the what? What do you want from me?" And then it wasn't even like that, the documents, but then they would be like, where are you staying? Which I really should have memorized the place that my dad lives, but I didn't, because I didn't think to, because I didn't think that it would matter, but it did, because every single time I came across one of the control areas, they would ask me where the fuck I was staying. And I don't know the name of the place. It was like, it's the place that I'm staying at is like a French name-ish. Like it has, not really. It's more Spanish than French, really. And you'd think I wouldn't have trouble, but I couldn't remember it for the life of me. So it was just me being like, I'm staying at Villa Panama. It's me getting through like all of this stuff. It was bad. It was really embarrassing. But they somehow understood me or gave up, and I don't know. To be honest, it could be either. And then eventually stops asking me freaking questions that I didn't know the answer to. I'm not good at flying, clearly. And I get through, and then I think I finally can go and get my bags and leave this place at 7:30 a.m. in Mauritius, and I just want to see my family. No. There's another check-in point, check-out point, I suppose, and it's for health, which makes sense because they just have a lot of security to do with COVID, and it was like a COVID booth, and they asked to see my COVID vaccine passport. I gave it to them, and then asked me some more details about where I'm staying, all this stuff, blah blah blah. Oh my god, it was traumatic. Again, plastic thing, could barely hear a thing. And then he gave me this blue card, and here's where I started panicking, because throughout this entire experience, no one was telling me anything. Like, they were just going, next, and I just had to guess where I was walking, right? Excuse me whilst I blow my nose again. I think one of my brothers made me sick. And fuck you if you're watching me right now. You made me sick. I hate you. Excuse me real quick. So, as I was saying, very traumatic, right? And they're asking me all these questions in the health area, and he gave me this blue card, and I didn't know what this was supposed to mean. Okay, not the slightest. And I did have a panic about 2 weeks before because I was behind on my vaccines, and I needed to get my second vaccine to fly. Okay. This is not really relevant information. It's very relevant information. It's not really information I should be telling you about, but it's very relevant to the story, so I will. I trust you guys. And also, it doesn't really matter. Anyway, 2 weeks before, you have to have according to the website, you have to have the vaccine for 14 days before you can go into another country, specifically go into Mauritius. So you have to have had the vaccine for 14 days in your system, and then you can go into Mauritius. In my brain, that meant you need to have the vaccine before you fly. For 14 days before. And I got my second dose 13 days before my flight. So I'm panicking. I called my dad and started crying. Fun information for you guys. I'm pretty sure my dad's watching. One of them, someone's watching, and they already know this. But it was really bad. I was really panicking. So when he was asking me all these questions about health, all I could think was, please don't notice that even though it's the 18th, I arrived there on the 18th and I left on the 17th. Even though it's the 18th right now, and this means that it has been 14 days, when I started flying, it had only been 13 days, because that was the 17th. See where I'm going here? Please don't hold this out on me and tell me that I need a quarantine, because I will cry in front of you in the middle of a busy airport. Just 21-year-old Ginger crying. And I'm short as well, so I look a little bit like a child. I just didn't want this, not a good look. So I was panicking is not even the word. I was just not having a great time. Okay? He's asking me all these questions, and he gives me this blue card, and I went, please don't be the card that tells me that I have to quarantine for 2 weeks. Like, is this the card you give to people who have to quarantine? Because if it is, then I start crying. Because it wasn't like he gave me the card and said, okay, you can walk down to baggage claim. It wasn't that he gave me the card and went, hey, this is the card for this. It was he gave me the card and said, go to the next person. And I went to the next person. She told me to go into this line. There's this line, like 5 people signing sheets. And then she told the woman behind me to walk down to the baggage claim. And I went, this is scary. Did I somehow end up in a cult? Knowing me, knowing you. I was terrified. It sounds like an overreaction. Probably was. Didn't feel like it at the time. I genuinely was like really, really scared that I'd done something wrong to do with the vaccinations, and I was in trouble and had to sign this sheet that said I had to quarantine for 2 weeks. That was what was going through my head. And the woman behind me, another woman, ends up, another woman is behind me. She's like older. She's like 60 or something, right? She's speaking English and French, as you do, and she's in line. She's in line next to me. She's like, "What is this? What's going on? What line is it?" She's not asking anyone. She's just saying it to herself. I'm just sitting here like, bitch, why would shine you as well? Like, Jesus Christ. And then, eventually, the people in front of me move, right? It was like 2 families with each with kids. Finally, they move on, and the person who's giving them sheets gives me a sheet. And I don't get a pen yet because he's trying to get it back from them. But eventually, I get a pen, and before he goes to leave, and I went, excuse me. What is this? What is this? Why do I have a blue card and sheets and signing papers and I usually what's this for? He says to me, oh, it's so you can get your COVID vaccine before you, not vaccine. I scared you, didn't you? It's so you can get your COVID test to leave the airport. You get a test and then you leave. Yeah. Little Tamara Brain did not remember that little fact that she had actually read online, that you had to have a COVID test if you weren't a resident. And I wasn't, obviously not a resident of Mauritius, so I had to go and get a COVID test. And they did it really quickly. Like, I signed this sheet of paper with all the details, asking me, basically they just wanted to know everything about me. Extremely short. Thank you for that. Yeah, that's what I thought about as well. That's a lot, it is a lot, I know. I wish it was that easy, right? Because it was not easy. Waiting rise, little thing down there, do you see that? Yeah, so my first thing was, thank God it wasn't to do with quarantine. Thank God it's just got to do with this freaking test. And the test took once I handed the sheet in and they signed it off, test took 5 minutes. Went in with my bags. By the way, my bag is fucking heavy. 2 laptops in there. All of this equipment for streaming, was in my bag. bags over my shoulder. Tami, I'm staying on brand every day. Thank you. And so it was really heavy. So at this point, I'm putting it up and down, up and down, up and down. And I'm like, fuck this. I'm just like, I'm like dragging it along to go into this little cubicle so they can take a COVID test. Like, I was so over this already. I'd been to like spoken to like 4 people and no one had told me what I was doing. So I was just not having a great time. I was not vibing. Eventually, this COVID test's done, and I'm thinking, finally, I'm scot-free. No one's noticed that I made a minor mistake. No one's noticed that I flew 13 days in instead of 14 days in. No one has noticed. I don't think anyone cares. So that's really great. Time to fucking leave. 7:30 a.m. Which is like 3 or 4:30 a.m. UK time. This is all happening. In like my body, it's 3 a.m. in my body. In the world where I am at this point in Mauritius airport, it's 7 a.m. It's just not a great time, you know. Eventually, I get my bag. That was pretty easy. I go to the toilet, freshen up a little bit, brush my teeth, you know, put some spray on, go to the toilet, all that. I leave the airport, and I regret literally my entire life when I realized that I'm still wearing joggers because you know, airplanes are really cold, like really cold. So I had like jogging pants on and a shorty t-shirt and a jumper. 30 degrees Celsius in Mauritius. I kind of walked into the airport and was immediately warm, really warm. Took off my jumper and was walking around with just a t-shirt and joggers. But once I got my baggage, I was like, this is not good. And then I got into arrivals. Finally, I got into arrivals. Okay, this story was about as long as it felt like it took to get into arrivals. And I see my dad and I'm just thinking, first of all, that's my dad, I love my dad, yay, he's here. Oh my god, I've missed him. And second of all, fuck me, it's warm. Oh my god, it's sweating like a fucking pig on a stick, man. It was hot. Too early in the morning to function, too hot to function, okay? And then we drove to go ziplining, and the rest of the day I spent in a temple, like a Hindu or Buddhist temple, I'm not entirely sure which one. I'm a really great tourist. And ziplining, and I did not get to bed that day until like 5 p.m, which is really early Mauritius time, but that's like after that entire morning of being up since 3 a.m. So it was really fun. My first day in Mauritius, minus the airport stuff. And every day since has been really fun. But getting here was a nightmare that I am dreading to repeat once I leave. That's the story. It took me an hour and a half to tell you the entire process of how I got from Preston in the UK to Mauritius. Glad and Gladiator, aka Jake, my love, thank you for your question. If anyone has any more questions, just ask. Not gonna lie, I've only gone to a temple once to ask where they get their incense sticks because that shit smells amazing. I try and respect most religions, and I do respect most religions. I respect all religions. Do I respect the concept of religion? Not quite, but I do respect religions. Do what you want, you know? And a lot of it's quite nice. You know, the care that they put into it, the messages that most religions speak are messages that I agree with. What I don't agree with is putting 10 incense sticks into like a flower pot, and each flower pot having 10 incense sticks. It was like thick. I was like, fuck me, it is so like overwhelmingly smelling like incense right now. But you know, temple, it was beautiful. It was a beautiful temple. That was a lot, especially because that was the first thing that I did when I got to Mauritius, was I drove all the way to a temple and I inhaled incense for about 2 hours. So really nice, beautiful place. Just you know, calm down with the incense is what I'm saying. There's probably a reason for it. I'm just not knowledgeable about it. I don't know anything about that religion really. I tried to get a little bit educated whilst I was there, but I don't speak the language, so I was struggling. I've only got, but it feels like walking through a Dark Souls fog wall. Yeah. Yeah, it does actually. Wait, I've actually just started recently watching that TV show. Yeah, fits exactly like that. Doesn't take away from how beautiful the architecture and shit was though. It's a really nice temple. They had huge statues on one side of the temple area, like on the one side of the mountain. They're like these huge statues of their gods. 2 of the gods. It's incredible, but crazy, just crazy, ginormous. I got a picture of it. Do you guys want to see? I do have a picture of it. It was pretty cool. I didn't post it or anything. Don't know why, but I do have a picture. Guys, I'm gonna end the stream really early because my throat is killing me. But thank you all for being here. Holy shit. Let's see how many viewers are here. Let's see how many of my friends are here. 5 of you sticked around. Holy shit, guys. Wow. For those of you who are not new to Twitch, that is a lot of people. It's a lot of people for me and for most people. It's a lot of people. So I appreciate all of you. Let me show you guys this picture and then we're gonna end for today, I think. 14% of my phone. Love that for me. I've done a lot of sailing whilst I'm here, which is great for me. My family is a sailing family. We love to sail. So I've been loving it. It's been great. I've been having a great time. Here's the picture. The statue looks shorter than it actually is in this picture. The statue is huge. My brother took this picture from like a low angle. So look at my face. Look at that face. She looks happy. She looks tired. She is happy. So it was really cool. Ginormous statue. Look at that statue. Huge. Incredible. We gonna raid? Do you wanna raid? We can raid. Ooh. Love it. Love my throat doing those things. Been hurt so many times. I don't know why I'm singing this song. Tami Robin. Thank you. Thank you. So, who is available right now to raid? Hash is... Should we raid Hash? I love raiding Hash. They're so great. Let's raid Hash, everybody. Let's raid Hash. Thank you all for coming. Let me get my ending music on. Get my ending music. She's here. Got her. Thank you all for coming. That's not... Oh, I just did an oopsie. That is not DMCA free. Not for my playlist. So thank you all for coming. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening to my stories. I will be back to my normal schedule. Kind of. My Monday stream might be moved to a different day or slightly later on. Or maybe not, because apparently 7 p.m. UK time is 10 p.m. Mauritius time. So we might be fine, but I do have plans on Monday, so during the day, so I don't know what time I'll get back. So hopefully I'll be able to stream, but if there's an issue, I will be putting that in my Discord, and I will also be tweeting it. I will be making an effort to tweet it and put it on my Instagram story. So if you're not in the Discord, do not fret. I will still tell you about what's going on, okay? Thursday is going to try and keep it the same. It's not up to me though. Really it isn't, because I do have my entire family here and my family that lives here, and so gotta keep them, you know, keep it together. Keep it together. Let's go raid Hash. Thank you everyone for coming. I super appreciate you all being here. Get ready to raid. Get ready to rumble. 6 viewers? Guys, you're gonna make me cry. And